Hey everyone, it's Lucy Ray. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, click the red subscribe button, and if you aren't new here, welcome back. And for everyone, welcome to this week's video. I apologize for my voice. I'm trying to warm it up a little bit, but I also thought that I wanted to go ahead and film this video. So my voice is kind of still deep right now. So my apologies. I do have a glass of water with me just to kind of get her a little moist or what have you. But today's video is going to be 21 questions just to give you guys a life update and to get to know me a little bit better. I've never done Q&A on my channel before, and this will be like the 5th year of me actually posting on YouTube, but I'm not really the most consistent person, so I felt like doing a Q&A would be a really good way to get to know me and just to kind of address some things that have kind of been happening. So I do have my iPad with me. I plan out all my content, or at least most of the content that I do. I like to plan it out on my iPad just to kind of go ahead and write everything down, and also it's very aesthetically pleasing. So I'm going to start off with the most basic question. I'm trying not to talk too close to the mic just in case a little feedback comes back. I am 20 years old. I will be 21 June 6th. I am an '04 baby, and I am also a Gemini. Take with that as you please, but that's just kind of the basics. So a little life update. I have been taking a break from school. I sat out this semester and will be hopefully picking up back in the fall. I have also been working on my hair goals, fitness goals, wellness goals, all of the such. I've been loving cooking. I found a new hobby in cooking. Like I said previously, my future plans are to transfer to a different university, which is what I will be doing. I went ahead and put in my application about 3 months ago, and I probably kept it on like the hush from like at least my friends for about, I would say about, like, I kept it from like a few people for about a good month after I applied because I told them in person. But from like the mass majority of people that I kind of sort of talked to, I kept it on the hush for about 3 months. Like, if I didn't like see you in person, then I probably didn't tell you. But if I did see you in person, then I told you. Just because, one, it's not really nothing to hide, but I was about to like make a huge announcement about it. Or like if I don't talk to you on the phone, then I wasn't about to say anything either. So like once I get back into school in the fall, the goal is not to stop until I graduate. Like, the goal is not to stop until I graduate. So even if I have to do summer school, even if I have to take classes over the summer in 2026, that is my plan, because my plan is not to stop until I graduate. My feelings about life right now is that I give life like a 50-50. Like, life is good, but it's also somewhat not where I want to be, but I'm happy with where I'm at right now. In the beginning, it was not good at all. Like, your girl didn't know what to do with herself, was feeling the lowest of the low. You kind of start to see who's like there for you and who's not there for you. I'm really happy with how far prayer has got me, for sure, and trusting in God. Sorry if this is like, not something of your topic, but I've had a really hard start of my year, and especially with trying to find a job. It took me about a good 4 months before I even like had someone give me the opportunity to even have the interview. And I'm so blessed that I was able to at least come that far, because I kid you not, I can't remember how many places I probably applied to, even places in my actual town. And so finding a job was the hardest thing for me. So I broke down. I was crying. Like, I'm over here telling my mom, like, oh my gosh, like, I just want a job. What's going on? Why isn't nobody really reaching out? Like, I know I'm capable. When I work, like, it is never a problem for me to learn something new or learn what I need to do for a job. It's never been a problem. So I'm just like, I had to keep in mind what was also going on in the state of Louisiana and also the city of Baton Rouge. Everything works out the way it's supposed to. And so, which is why I also say, like, right now, where I'm at right now, like, I'm truly grateful. Some challenges since leaving school have definitely been like keeping in contact with friends, trying to be happy being alone, if that makes sense. Being happy being alone is something that I've had to get used to, even though like I do have my family here. Family is one thing, but friends are another. Friends friends and family are completely different, but friends can become family. And so when you're like apart from that, your whole world drastically changes. It's like people who I talk to 24/7, I can't talk to them anymore. It was just like a really big switch that I had to like kind of adjust to. One of the biggest ones has been cooking, be getting groceries, and like we have like meals planned out. And I don't really cook often either because I'm not gonna lie, like kitchen be getting hot. Like I feel like I'm getting to a point where like I'm getting to know where I'm what I'm doing, but at the same time I'm not like mama status. A mother can like hustle in the kitchen, be in the kitchen for 2-3 hours, especially on holidays, and be cool, calm, and collected. But like I get hot so fast. Like if the oven be on, stove be on, we have a gas stove, so it's open flame. I can't do it for too long. So a lot of the meals that I have been cooking have been meals that are easy. 30-minute snacks are probably the most meals that I have been cooking. And I feel like the only other hobby that I've really been doing is trying to plan out content for YouTube. Like I could have been doing so much more with like putting out good content and like, especially on YouTube and TikTok because those two right there are like my favorite apps ever. Like I wasn't gonna put out content that wasn't like when I wasn't feeling good, like when I wasn't feeling my best. So this next question is kind of exciting. I do have a project that I have been wanting to do for the longest time ever, but of course I never knew what I really wanted it to be about. And I know everyone's kind of doing this now, but I really just want to do it for the sake of just putting out my experiences and I guess any kind of big sister advice that I could possibly ever give. And so I'm putting out a podcast called Sit Down with the Get Down. And nothing is on there as of yet, but the cover art is already made and it's on the channel itself. I did not want to put out poor quality content for the sake of going ahead and putting out the quantity of episodes that are already produced. So I wanted to go ahead and just wait until I get what I need. But I wanted also to make a podcast that was nice, comfy, and cozy. We're over here crisscross applesauce, kind of like we are right now. Like I'm on a couch and we're getting down to the nitty gritty. My plan was to never sit out longer than a semester. And even with that being said, I'm still not going back to school in the summer. So I feel like that's half the year right there. But it's definitely not my goal because like I said, my end goal, my main goal is to get that degree. And I quite honestly, when I go back to school, I do not want to stop until I get my degree. My biggest lesson since leaving school is patience. It is patience. I have a hard time with being patient when it comes to like my personal life, when it comes to my romantic life. Like learning how to be patient is something that I'm just really, I guess, hard headed about and stubborn about. I'm not going to be able to control a lot of things in my life, and being stubborn about that is like probably like like number one of a red flag, but it's also something that you can learn from. What is something that is motivating me to go back to college, my degree? Will I be keeping the same major? At my previous university, my major was communications with a concentration in television and multimedia journalism. I will be keeping that same major. However, I don't know if they word it differently at the university that I will be transferring to. If they do, it's probably still going to revolve around the same thing. My end goal, my career goal is to be a news anchor. I love to talk and I love to, put out really good projects. And the one thing that like I will never take for granted from my previous university is the classes that they have for me within that major. I have made so many really nice projects. I love the projects that I still have saved to my drive just to kind of build my portfolio because I know I'm going to need that whenever, I'm trying to apply to new stations. But I absolutely love the classes and the teachers that they had specifically for teaching communication courses, whether that was public speaking or actually television production. Like, I absolutely will not take for granted those courses that I took. I feel like we've been talking a lot about goals and a lot about motivation, but the most thing that I'm looking forward to right now, something that's like recent and I guess you could say like a short term goal. I think that's what I'm trying to say. More of a short term goal right now is obviously me making 21 years old. I have a birthday dinner planned out and I want a lot of my good friends to be there. And then I'm going somewhere the next day with one of my guy best friends. I haven't seen him in forever. It's a goal because I just want to have fun. I want to celebrate and be with people that I love. So my ideal future would be working for a news station, of course. I'm going to say within the next 5 years. So it's 2025. So by 2030, I would love to be working at like a news station and possibly have my own like either apartment. I don't want to like put it past me that I couldn't get a house, but I feel like I probably wouldn't be in a house within the next 5 years. But because I feel like me personally, I'm still working on budgeting. I still got ways to go with like learning how to like really save my money. But within the next 5 years, I feel like, I'll be graduated. I will have a degree. I will be working at a news station and I will be in my own space, my own place. How has adulting been? Adulting has been hard. And I'm not even really adulting right now. I feel like adulting is like you're paying your own bills, you got your job, you got your own car, either car notes or car insurance. Like, I feel like that's the real definition of adulting. But as far as like pre adulting, like right now, and what I'm going to have to be doing once I start my job. I feel like once I start my job, that's when the real adulting starts. Like I'll finally be able to pay my phone bill because I had to stop paying my phone bill because of course with working for like my school or what have you, you're not getting paid much at all. It's literally like working at a fast food place, you're getting paid the same amount. And the job that I had last semester, I wasn't getting paid bi-weekly. It was a stipend, so I got like half of what I was expecting, like half of the semester, and then I got the rest at the end of the semester. So there was no way to keep up with the phone bill at all. So I finally will be able to like, start paying my phone bill again because my mom has been doing that and just kind of taking some of the stress off of her. I feel like, paying some of the bills in the house, like which I have no problem doing. So it's not a problem for me at all. So I feel like once I start working, that's when the real adulting will start. And also, like I said, saving up for a car. Hopefully, I'll be able to get a car that I can pay in full. So the only thing I'll probably really have to pay is insurance, and that's something that I'm going to have to keep up with because good credit. Trying to keep good credit over here. Like I think that's when the real adulting will start. Prayers and also tears. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. Like the tears that I've cried behind closed doors and even like to my mom or like on the phone with somebody, those tears turn into prayers. And those prayers get heard by God. And yeah, it's gonna take a little while, whether it's the answer that you want to hear or it's the answer that you don't want to hear. But even once you get that answer, you know what your next step is. Once you get that clarity, you know what your next step is. I have been so excited to go to work. Like I said, I've been so excited to get new clothes. I still need to take the tags off of some of the clothes and wash them and iron like the pants that need to be ironed. I have my first day of work outfit planned out. Like that's how I stay motivated. Like I'm so excited. I'm so excited to actually put myself together in the morning, do my hair in the morning, put on a nice cute outfit and go to work. I feel like me personally, I am a positive person and no one really sees the negative and I'm always smiling. It puts on a mask what goes on behind closed doors and how I'm really feeling inside because people don't see that. People don't see that unless I confide in you. People don't see that unless I trust you. People don't see that unless I even really talk to you for real. So a way for me to stay motivated, not necessarily like keeping a smile on my face to necessarily be fake. It's just because why would I want to feel? No one wants to feel unhappy. So I smile at damn near everything. And people are always just like, why are you smiling? Why are you laughing? Ain't nothing to laugh about. But not like literally the way I cope with things is by laughing. The way I cope with things is by smiling. I don't have no RBF. I feel like I don't have no RBF. I'm always smiling. I'm always laughing at something, somebody. Like, so that's just the kind of person that I am. And it's literally how I stay motivated. I've gained new perspectives on friends. I literally met the sweetest, kindest person ever, and we're still getting to know each other. I don't know if you would call it a friendship, but we're really like starting to connect. But she's like really sweet and really nice, and I'm not gonna put any like of her business out there, but it's really nice to talk to someone, and get to know someone from scratch, from like the beginning. And we met in like this little group, and then we kind of took ourselves, apart from the group and like started talking on our own. And so it's been really nice as of recently, and it's been really good. And I really just I basically just like really hope to continue with the friendship and continue like talking and getting to know each other. I really hope to like gain like another true friend out of it. And so it just seems like it's going really well right now. And I hope that it continues to go well and continues to be like a long lasting friendship. And basically she's just kind of provided a new perspective, especially when it comes to faith, because that's something that I'm not perfect with. And so we've just been talking about a whole lot of things, and it's just giving me different insight and different perspective on a lot of things. I recently have been loving the Roundtable Game Show. I I started seeing them on my TikTok at first. And this had to have been like within 2025, because I swear I've never seen this before. But I love to laugh. I love good jokes. I love funny videos, fails. And so their whole entire game show is just absolutely hilarious. And it's the one thing that I've been consuming consistently. I follow them on TikTok. I see them on my Facebook. I follow them on their actual YouTube, and it's absolutely hilarious. Shout out to the Roundtable Game Show because they're absolutely hilarious. I love them so much. I love all of them. And JoJo, JoJo is literally me. Like I can't. I don't know how long I would last in one round of the Roundtable Game Show without trying to laugh, because I would be, I would probably almost like blow bubbles out my mouth trying to hold in laughter. The next one is, how has your support system been? My support system has definitely been A1 about a lot of things. Because I'm not a perfect person, and throughout all of that, they were still there for me, still there for me when I was trying to get a job. And even when it comes to like my guy, or like the person that I'm talking to, like he's seen how hard it has been for me to get a job. Like I'll update him about like the whole like process of me trying to apply to places. And when I finally got an interview, he was so happy and so proud that I had even came that far, and just to even like get a start. And then when I started telling him like, oh my gosh, I started my hiring process. Oh my gosh, I did my background check. Oh my gosh, I did my drug test. And then when I told him I was hired, like he was elated. It's just been, it's definitely been A1. Even throughout the good and the bad, like it's been A1. To see your potential partner like be happy for you, for your wins, and even was encouraging you through your losses, it's like the best thing ever. And with my family, I absolutely thank them so much with, helping me out and being there for me while I was trying to apply, giving me places to apply. I even tried to do remote jobs, but because of the computer that I have, my computer wasn't going to work for the type of remote jobs that I even applied for. But like even just them like sending me information about where I could apply was definitely helpful. And I think my mom had put me on to the site that I applied for the job that I have now. And so like I was taking any and everybody's like advice. Obviously nothing shady, but like I was taking the advice that my family was giving to me and taking in all the encouragement from loved ones. Something that I am proud of achieving is obviously getting a job. Y'all should know why at this point, but I'm just so proud that I was able to get a job, and I'm excited to learn what I need to do. Like, I know the basics of what I need to do, but obviously the way that they do it, I'm excited to learn about it. And I'm excited to, get to know the people that I'm working with. So I'm just proud of that, on all honesty. Just keep it short and sweet. I'm proud of getting a job. How is it trying to romanticize life? It's hard. I will say that. Trying to appreciate how your life is in the current present, in the current moment, is definitely hard, especially with being at home. It's definitely hard because I feel like I'm not going anywhere to exploring anywhere new. But I feel like there are a lot of things that I could do to romanticize my current situation, and that's like cooking, taking pictures of my food. I started taking pictures of my food, and it's so cute to do. I made a workout routine. I love, like I said, I love being creative. So drawing, doodling, making things cute when they don't seem cute. So the very last question is, what would I give to anybody who is uncertain about the next steps of their life if they're in a situation where it just feels like all is gone, you don't know what to do anymore? And honestly, patience. If you are religious, then I definitely say pray to God. He knows that it's going to take however long to let you achieve something. Let God do what he has planned. The only way any human in this world is ever able to grow or succeed, because things can't happen overnight, but the hard work doesn't happen overnight. Hard work takes time, it takes effort. Take patience wherever you go, and you will start to see and realize what it was all worth it for. So that is all of my 21 questions for you guys. I hope you guys absolutely enjoyed this video. I enjoyed sitting down and talking with you guys, and I really do hope and plan to be more consistent within the future, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of Meg's videos.